Hey, this is Julie Dunkel, D3 Multisport, coming at you from San Diego, California, here to talk with you about Oceanside 70.3. April 7th, 2018 is fast approaching. So I have done this race 7 times. I'm here to give you some tips on racing, prep, race day, strategies, everything about the race that might help you as you do your final countdown. So first thing is, San Diego is beautiful and warm, but notice race day morning, it'll probably be chilly. So hat, gloves, hoodie, jacket, sweatpants, socks. Pro tip of the day, make sure you bring a pair of socks that you can throw away. When you take off all your gear, your feet get really, really cold waiting around. So have an extra pair of socks, maybe an extra pair of flip-flops while you're standing around waiting for the start. Big change this year, Ocean is back in Oceanside. That means it's an ocean start. Beach start, into the waves. You're gonna swim straight out into the ocean, make a right-hand turn, come into the harbor. So what does that mean for you? Friday, make sure you get into a practice swim. See what it's like to get out into the waves. See where the drop-off is. See how far you need to run out before you start dolphin diving and swimming. Do the same thing race morning. Tide changes every day. The waves may be bigger, the waves may be smaller. Just relax and get yourself out and get around from there. The other thing too is watch the waves in front of you. Watch the more advanced swimmers. Watch the pros. Watch what they do. How far do they run before they dive? That's the best way to figure out what's happening out there. As soon as you make the right-hand turn into the harbor, know you're going to be swimming directly into the sunlight. So I always wear tinted goggles. Ideally, it's great polarized goggles. It just really helps take that glare off. You come up the boat ramp and then you go into T1. So make sure you have whatever you're going to have for the race ready to go. The first 10 miles of the bike are usually chilly, so you got to decide, are you willing to be a little bit uncomfortable, or do you want to put some warm warmers and a vest on? You make that decision. Friday morning after you swim, see what it feels like to get on the bike. So on the bike you go. First 25 miles of the course are reasonably flat, not a lot to worry about. Just notice there's a no pass zone right around mile 25. It's not long, so don't stress out if you're stuck behind someone. At that point, you make the right-hand turn, you go into the base, and that's where the challenging part of this course is. There's 3 big climbs. So going into that, understand what is your heart rate, what are your watts gonna be? Don't overdo it on the climbs. All of those climbs are either on the Ironman site, Map My Ride, Ride with GPS, know how long they are, prepare yourself, eating and drinking on the way up, and take advantage of those descents. After the final descent, you're going to make a right-hand turn, and then you have the last 10 miles, which are flat miles, usually into a headwind. So again, stay on top of what you're doing. Make sure you're eating, make sure you're drinking. Start thinking about the run. Get yourself set it up for the run. T2 is the same place as T1, so you go back to the same place. Now you're onto the run, which something's the best part of this course. You're running along the beautiful California coastline. Just know that you've got a couple of steep hills that are a ramp that goes up to the second level. There's also a hill on the out and back. So you're gonna do one full loop, come all the way back to T2. Your second loop is a little bit shorter because the finish line is actually closer to the start. So that's the only split. There's plenty of transportation. It's a beautiful finish line right along the beach. Enjoy the run. It's sunny, it's nice, but no, it's deceivingly cool. Even though the sun is out, you may want to make sure you're staying on top of your hydration, get all those calories in as you're finishing your race. Enjoy the race, it's my favorite, and welcome to San Diego.